down. Is anything getting better? I really cannot find anything better. Seems like getting worse, the situation. As I know that, everybody knows that Prime Minister Abe went to Buenos Aires for inviting the Japan Tokyo to be host in 2020 Olympics. And he really said it. That's unbelievable. He said, let me assure you that the situation is under control. Is that true? I was so stunned to hear that. Yeah, it is big lie. Control is never contained, under control at all. And then he also said the bottom line is that there is absolutely no problem. The leaking water was completely blocked. Is that so?
No.
I don't think so. The government finally came in to try to take care of this aftermath because TEPCO is obviously not capable to contain. But that is under control? No. And then they decided to put the ice wall. They are going to spend our tax money, $500 million for this wall. But it is not built. And also, we don't know it works. So it's not really completely blocked water already, and it's not under control. And he also said there are no problems of the health in the past, present, and never will be in the future. I promise it. He said, this promise is nothing. But you know the problem, the kids in Fukushima. From June already, 6 people increased. Up to 18 people are now definite titled cancer. And they including the cancer itself. Then 43 kids are already sick. And then today's Tokyo newspaper mentioned that deaths related to the Fukushima accident total is 910 people. On the last half year is 121 people, but this number is not including the large city which got the damage, Minami-Soma City, Miyagi City. This number is not included those areas, so if you add to those cities, then it's over 1,300 people died relating to this Fukushima accident. But because 2.5 years passed, it is very hard to prove that death is related to the accident. So the municipal government denied to give the certificate of death of related to the Fukushima accident. So many people are rejected, and then they cannot be approved as death related. So if we include those people, I think there are so many people died about accident. So what is the Prime Minister saying that there is no problem? The problem is over. As you know, every day by day, something happening in the Fukushima nuclear plant. After outage of the electricity, you cool down the water, and then now it's leaking like over 300 tons of water from the ground tank. And then finding the contaminated water in the underground Japan. Seafood not safe. We really have to really stand and then whatever we can do, we have to do. And then the West Coast, there are petitions go around asking for 5 senators in the West Coast to please look at the situation and damage of West Coast and then research the radiation levels from the Fukushima accident. Those petitions are very useful, I think, as attract people's attention and then giving the people here aware that Fukushima accident is really ongoing accident. It's never been contained. So we really have to do, and then I like one, give the thing that Masaki Shimoda-san, who is coming October, he said, I like to use my thinking, power of thinking and the power of the language. I like to fight this crazy, distorted society system with these powers. So I thought this gave me some idea that, some people said, I'm here, this is the 14th time every month. You are doing something not really beautiful. Standing there and shouting, nothing really affects the government. They are too big to hear our voice. But I really think that standing here every 11th of the day of a month is really my energy and the power to fight with this crazy world. Anyway, thank you very much. We have several people to speak out today. So I like to introduce one by one. Let's see. We have Narumi-san, Tomida-san, who come from Japan to study English here. She was here last year and then left for Japan and then came back for studying, and then today, after soon as this rally is over, she has to go somewhere to take test. So I wish good luck for the test. And then because Narumi-san living in Japan, so I think she has kind of sight from that area. So could you come in here? Everybody, my name is Narumi. I came from Japan. I'm very happy to join. Sorry, I'm very happy to join you to fight against the nuclear power here. Until now, since March 11, I visited Fukushima 3 times. Please look at this picture. This is the scenery of Narahata Fukushima. I took this photo last October by myself. Narahata.
look at this area, yellow area. So, this yellow area is all golden, the total golden lot. Of course, before March 11, this area was white field, of course. But now it changed completely. I wonder how many years do we need until this land return to its former condition? I have no idea about it, but I think it is sure that it is impossible while all farmers who had cultivated there are alive in this world. I think so. As a result, sorry. As a result, for the severe extent of a nuclear problem means the situation that the residents must cast away their homeland. They lose their land with their credit succeeded from the ancestors. I think so. I can't allow this situation. Absolutely. Next picture. This picture is the railway near the JR Hirono station in Fukushima Prefecture. Still now, no ordinary people like me, like you, can has been able to enter here because this land has been contaminated by radiation. Of course, since March 11. I hear about it from some friends in Fukushima. They said this situation had not been changed still now. Seeing this scenery, what can we say? Fukushima situation is under control. I can't believe this word by our Prime Minister. It's a very big lie. I never accept this foolish word absolutely. I think the only way that we will take back Fukushima and never repeat this misery is to shut down all nuclear power plants and let the Japanese government cast away their politics to promote nuclear power. I think so. So I want to fight against this situation with you after coming back to Japan. Thank you.
For liars.
I just had some thoughts about the Prime Minister Abe making these statements to the head of the Olympic Committee, and it shows that if you want to tell a big lie, you have to have somebody who's extremely gullible to believe it. Whether or not the people at the Olympic Committee actually believe what he says is a good question, but maybe a more reasonable explanation is mutual interest, because the Olympics, like a lot of other things in the world, is a huge, huge profitable business, and there's a lot of money. Who knows what kind of benefits have been promised to the Olympic Committee by the Japanese government, and all of the contracts and all of the construction and all of the money that's at stake there. So this is not surprising, because it's a reflection of where the real values are for the people who are running the world. We seem to have a similar problem in the United States, where the leaders of the United States are operating in a completely different universe. So, while this is all going on, and the reason that we're here, of course, is that the disaster on the ground to human beings and all life in Fukushima is accelerating as we speak. And I would just echo what some people have said about this brilliant idea of creating a wall of ice. Well, maybe it's not such a bad idea, but I think the Japanese government, not only the Japanese government, all of the governments of the world who supposedly are dedicated to the welfare of their people, all of whom are now being exposed to the results of Fukushima, should insist that the most expert technology from all over the world converge to solve this problem immediately, or do the best they can, and not just rely on local genius, however efficient it may be. So all the engineers of the world who know about this stuff should be in Fukushima. And just a final note about the Olympics. She was going to take my punchline away, but I think there should be an event that should be added to the Olympics. And those who qualify should be those who have so much power that each decision can affect the lives and the deaths of millions of people. And this should be the biggest liar in the world. And I would nominate Prime Minister Abe and President Obama, but I'm sure there are other great contenders. Those words of wisdom I'll pass it on.
We do have next is Kazumi Delani-san. Yaeko-san. She just came back from Japan. She visited there very recently and just came back. She was speaking Japanese.
日本から帰ってきてちょうど10日目なんですが、テント広場に行ってきました。そこには、バッジを売ってる由美子さんっていう方がいらして、由美子さんがいろんな人を紹介してくださって、福島の方とかそういう人たちの話をいっぱい聞きました。そしてLA とか、世界中の方がテント広場に来ていろんなメッセージをみんなに伝えるっていう形をとっていて、そこでいろんな人とまたいろんな話をして、
世界中の人がそこに来ていろんなインフォメーションを集めて、いや素晴らしい場所だなと思いました。でその後、みんな、いろんな、なんとか賞前とかいろんなところでいろんな人たちが、いろんなグループを作って自分のスタイルで、反原発運動をやっていて、戦うっていうよりも本当に心から反原発を願って静かに、反原発を訴えて、私もずっと11時ぐらいまで、みんなで私の好きな、反原発のところはみんなでキャンドルを焚いてそこで静かに反原発運動をしている人たちの輪の中にいました。これから、日本もオリンピックをやるってことで、ある意味でそれどころじゃないと思ったんですが、やっぱりオリンピックをやるからには福島原発をちゃんとした安全なところにしなきゃいけないっていう安倍総理の強い意思を持ってきちっとちゃんと福島第一をきちっとやってほしいなと思ってます。それと、これからもみんな自分のスタイルで私はもう自分はどういう形で反原発ができるかっていうことを自分のスタイルをこれからきちっと見極めて、ずっとこれからやっていきたいっていう決心を、テント広場に行って、改めて思いました。以上です。
Hello everybody, and hello the Japanese people that are here about the Fukushima. My name is Frankie. I'm part of the I Don't Know More. The I Don't Know More is a movement that came from Canada. I'm a First Nation, Native American Navajo from Arizona, and my people have been fighting the nuclear power plants in Arizona. They've been wanting to mining our lands and stuff like that. What's going on in Fukushima? Those are supposed to be America's allies, and we are not lending a helping hand. We are not having our senators really looking into the severity of what's going on over there and lending them some aid, helping the children and the animals in that areas, and trying to contain the radiation. What's going on is the radiation is spilling in the ocean and spilling into our air, and it is affecting our water. So to Native Americans, that is a serious threat to Mother Earth. It is a serious threat to all life on the planet, those that are related to, those that are part of our bloodline, the things that we eat in the water and the oceans. And that is affecting our children, our future. It is entering the Pacific Ocean, California West Coast hemisphere. And it is going to affect the United States. And the United States needs to have their senators. I signed a petition so the senators could do more research into the Fukushima. Fukushima radiation alert level, from what I read, it says it's been raised to alert level 7. The worst than Chernobyl. Worse than Chernobyl. And you see what happened in Chernobyl. They didn't tell those people the severity of what happened over there. And that's the same thing that's going on in America with the Fukushima explosion in March 11, 2011. Was a total disaster, a worldwide global disaster. And we have downgraded with these distractions from the war in Syria, from the politics in America to sports in America. And when we eat the food, and there's signs of radiation. When we eat the tuna and there's signs of radiation, then it already hit America. So what I'm saying is I show solidarity, and any other groups needs to realize the United States wants to go to war with Syria and most Muslim countries because they want the resources of their land. It is like a third world war, not a World War III. It's a war on Mother Earth, a war on the environment, a war on our livelihood. All the nuclear power plants, all the fracking going on, the tar sand oils, those are affecting our waters. Those are affecting our animals and the tree life that we have on the planet. It is a war on the earth, a war on the environment. We all are human beings. We all live amongst each other without animals and trees and water. When we affect that, we affect our livelihood to exist on the planet. What we need to do is declare nuclear power plants, fracking, tar sand oils as terrorists. When these global corporations and these governments allow them to do that and destroy our water and our children, we need to declare them as terrorists. Those are the ones that are destroying the homelands of other people's countries. Japanese and Japan, there is liability for another earthquake to happen. Nuclear reactor 4 explodes, we're talking widespread extinction in the ocean. Widespread extinction in the ocean, I'm going to tell you, if more leaks have been found in the nuclear power plants. In the United States, we have nuclear power plants. We need peace. We need somewhere in the world of the United Nations to declare a peaceful solution and make no more war. More bombing will create more contamination, more chemicals widespread. Children will be born deformed, like what happened in Waco, Texas, and when we bombed over there. What will happen in Vietnam when we served Agent Orange to those people over there. The United States has a history of gassing people and destroying people's lives. And they want to go into Syria because they have spread sarin gas, where the Russians have declared that we can have them release their weapons of sarin gas. And the United States needs to stand down and not go to war with Syria. A war with Syria would end up in war with China and Russia. And we do not need that. The United States needs to stand down, no war in Syria, and go on a global communication with the international community, in the international world. Because the G20 summit said that they don't want the United States to go in, and it's violating international law. We need to stop the nuclear power plants. We need to pay attention to that. We need more Congress people to pay attention. We need more Americans to come out here and say, what is my future for my children? What is going on? What is the update of what's going on with the water in the ocean? I want to thank everybody. Appreciate it.
No to abortion!
Thank you. It is almost the time that council come down to take a petition. I'd like to inform that Council Iwata has been moved to Marshall Island. It's such a coincidence that I thought. Such a coincidence that to the Marshall Island, somebody thought maybe he was punished, and I thought maybe he was demoted. But your council said, no, this is a regular move. But it is very coincidence that, Marshall Island. Marshall Island is between 1946 to 1958. America had atomic testing 67 atomic explosions. They did it in the air, in the water, on the land. And then some bomb are like 1,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. And altogether, 70 to 100 times greater power than the atomic bomb, 2 bombs dropped on Japan. So you know the impact of this. The beautiful, beautiful islands. And the people. I really can't imagine that the beautiful heaven going to be hell. And then America, I start kind of hate America. I have been here for many years, but how America can do this many, even one time, testing in this beautiful art. Anyway, I made some Mr. Iwata for writing the letter. So whoever not writing the letter, please join for my letter, because I feel so grateful. Mr. Iwata come down every month for 13 times for us. He also did many times before this rally start. He has been very understanding, and so I'm very grateful for Mr. Iwata. So today I just got the news that the new consul cannot come. Her name is Consul Hayakawa. But instead, Consul Hayakawa, somebody else came. So please come here. And could you introduce yourself?じゃあ受け取る前にちょっと手紙を読ませていただきますので、それから私にいただいていいですか？ Okay, I'm gonna read the petition right now.
The information is getting spread into the internet. Just to let you guys know, I have a lot of people paying attention to what's going on in Fukushima. A lot of people. They might not be here today, but I very support you guys, and I have a lot of people that are paying attention. Every time I get to speak, I speak about Fukushima wherever I go.
Can we do this because he's waiting to receive the letter? You can do it after. I will read the petition to Prime Minister, but I'm going to read it in Japanese because I wrote in Japanese. If you want to know English version, I have some copies, so you can take some copies. Okay. It's okay. 嘆願書。日本国内閣総理大臣安倍晋三殿。首相は2020年のオリンピックが東京に決まり、さぞ歓喜なさっていることでしょう。報道によれば、選挙の当選の時より嬉しかったとありました。でも、サンフランシスコベイエリアに住む私たちは、東京オリンピック決定のニュースを呆然と受け止めたのです。それは、福島第一事故が収束のめどもついておらず、子どもたち、被害者が未だ被爆を続けている事実が断固としてあるからです。首相はブエノスアイリスのプレゼンテーションでは、福島第一原発について状況はコントロールされておりますとおっしゃり、質疑応答では福島は全く問題ない、汚染水は完全にブロックされている、健康問題については今までも現在もそして将来も全く問題はないということをお約束いたしますと答えておられます。しかし状況はコントロールされているどころか、汚染水は地下水に漏水し、タンクから300トン以上の冷却処理水が漏出し、海洋への漏水では東電も説明しているように完全にブロックされた状況ではなく、水が行き来しているというではないですか。470億円の国費を使い、凍土壁を設置を計画しているようですが、まだそれが完成したわけではなく、それで成功するかはまだ分かりません。健康問題にしても、福島では甲状腺がん、 が子どもたちに増え続け、6月からさらに6人も増え18人、がんの疑いも含めるとなんと43人も病気になっているのです。こうして毎月甲状腺がんの子どもが増えるのを首相は何とも関絶放っておくのでしょうか。子どもの健康と命を守ることの方がオリンピックよりも大事なことではないのでしょうか。ちなみに東京でもオリンピック誘致に危惧した市民グループが競技に使われる会場の測量計測をしましたが、やはり一部には除染基準としている毎時 0.23 マイクロシーベルトに禁じした線量の地点もありました。ハットスポットが各所に存在しているのです。韓国も福島を含む東北関東計8県からの水産物を輸入することを先日禁止しました。ここカリフォルニアを含めたウエストコーストでは福島事故の及ぼす放射能の被害、影響を深刻に見つめ調査してくれるよう5人の議員に宛てた嘆願書が今サインを集めています。ニューヨークタイムズも第一名を使い福島の現在の危機を報告しています。首相はたくさんの約束をボイルドアイスでいたしましたが、今ある日本の原発の再稼働は絶対にしない。建設中の原発は廃止する。原発輸出は絶対にしないことこそ約束してください。世界が安倍首相がどのように福島事故収束に立ち向かうか見ています。世界の各地から英知を集め、最善の対策を立ててください。子どもの命を守ってください。集団疎開させてください。被害者への十分な損害賠償を実施してください。オリンピックの歓喜の陰で福島を忘れないでください。今こそひたむきに真剣にならなければ全てが手遅れとなってしまいます。2013年9月11日、サンフランシスコベイエリア有志およびノーニュクスアクションコミュニティ、来月の11日にはぜひ領事に直接降りてきてほしいと思いますが、その点いかがですか。
はい、本日はちょっと休養で不在にしておりまして、次回はですね、ですね、領事の早川ですね、参りますので、できる方
どうぞよろしくお願いします。じゃあ来月は早川領事にお会いすることになると思いますが、今日は代理の方に手紙を渡します。それからもう一つ、寄せ書きいたしました。岩田良二さん、ご存知ですか。彼は1年以上もかかって、1年以上も。岩田良二さんは、もう13回も私たちのためにこの歩道に降りてきてくださって、嘆願書を受け取ってくださり、いつも私は責任を持ってこれを東京に届けますとおっしゃってくださいました。ですから、それも必ず東京に届けてください。それで、岩田さんが今、マーシャルアイランドに左遷されたのか、普通に移ったのか、私は分かりませんが、先月移ってしまったそうで、私たちとしてはさようならを言う機会が全くありませんでした。それでできましたら、これをマーシャルアイランドの岩田領事に送っていただけますでしょうか。お願いします。ありがとうございました。再稼働反対。再稼働反対。
Thank you. Vice Consul. My name is Nick Devitt. I'm with the Fukushima Response Bay Area. I just wanted to tell you, yesterday we met with the aide from Senator Feinstein's office to talk about Fukushima. We gave him graphs from the EPA, the red which shows you how much radiation is coming into the atmosphere here in California. On some of the graphs, the line goes up outside of the picture. It's too high to even measure. But some counts are 500, 550, and 700 counts per minute. The average here is 12 or 19 counts per minute. So we gave them proof. We gave them much more than that. We talked to them for about an hour, and we answered all of his questions. And we hope to get Senator Feinstein to be involved in dealing with Fukushima. We asked him to press for an international team of experts to work on Fukushima and to begin to monitor the air and the water and the seafood and such here in California. I want to say also, I read recently a statement from the EPA about the safety of fish. They say there's no danger in the fish here. But they finally, at the end of this article, for the first time in a year I've been reading about this, I saw an actual number. They said 1 to 3 becquerels per kilogram of radiation in the fish here in California. 3 becquerels. If anyone here is a mathematician, knows math very well, 3 becquerels in 1 day equals 1/4 radioactive decays taking place in your body were you to eat this kilo of fish. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's safe. So I just want to thank everyone for being here, and we're all pushing forward, and I think we're making progress. So I want people to feel encouraged. It's just a small group, but this is the future. This is where it's all going. So, Saikero Hante! Saikero Hante! Shut them down now! Okay.
This means something. Last Friday, 4 code pink people went to Dianne Feinstein's office, ostensibly to say don't bomb Syria. But I heard a report from them that said the very first thing they said the U.S. should do was do all it can to clean up Fukushima. They didn't, they talked about Syria, but that was the main thing. And it occurs to me that now is the time to be calling or writing Dianne Feinstein's office or other senators, whoever, and put Fukushima at the top of their agenda. I think so. There's a big economic thing going on now called the Trans-Pacific Partnership, in which they're trying to make more money out of the world of the Pacific. And I think that Trans-Pacific Partnership should only be concerned with cleaning up Fukushima.
Yeah. Thank you, Kazumi-san.
May I suggest something? I wanted to suggest something. At 5 p.m. today, we're being in front of Dianne Feinstein's office again to protest the Syrian war, but you're all welcome to come to, bring more awareness to that office also, because if Cold Pete went over there the other day, the more pressure against the Feinstein. We are not stopping because Fukushima is not stopping. Radiation is spilling into the ocean and the atmosphere.
Okay. No more. Read it out. Okay. 日本語です。すいません。私は福島から自主避難したものです。福島第一が爆発しなければ、私は今ここにいません。3月11日以来、 私も日本政府の対応に注目してきました。その結果の一つが辞職なんです。民主党、そして自民党と続く無責任な対応には世界も驚いています。年間被爆許容量を年間1ミリだったものを20ミリに引き上げ、食品安全基準も100倍増、いまだに続く情報の隠匿、高線量の福島に置き去りにした子どもたちはそのまま、放射能汚染瓦礫の全国拡散、せっかく決めた子ども被災者支援法の不備と不徹底、そして除染というトリック、そして、今回は東京オリンピック、信じがたいことに東京オリンピックが決まりました。東京も汚染されていることはみんなが知っています。ここで放射線、原発から放出されている放射線の半減期を確認したいと思います。Half-life of the radiation emitted from nuclear reactor, for example, cesium 134, cesium 134, 2 years, cesium 137, cesium 137, 30 years, strontium 90, strontium 90, 28.8 years, and plutonium 238, plutonium 238, 2億3000年、23,000 years, and tritium 12.32, 12.32 years. いかに危険であるかということです。東京でオリンピックなどとんでもないことだと思います。私だけではないと思います。そう思っているのは。それで黙っていてもですね、国は動いてくれません。今の政治家には私たち国民が見えていないと思います。ですから声を上げて意思を伝えなければいけないと思います。もう一度言います。原発はいりません。TPP 加入も反対です。そして今一番に取り組んでいただきたいことは、福島の子どもたちに避難する選択権を与えることです。で、次に全力で福島第一からの放射線流出を止めることです。東京オリンピックではありません。福島が第一です。No Tokyo Olympic. Fukushima is the best important issue for Japanese government. Thank you.
The next is Maureen from the Circle of Concern. A lot of people are suffering on this planet. About 2.5 years after the Fukushima disaster, they're suffering needlessly under the Japanese and U.S. government. Thank you, Maureen. Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all nukes!
Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all nukes!
Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all nukes!
Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all nukes!
This is Academy Study.
Hi, many things has been already said by others, but I just want to add a couple things that the woman from Japan show you the picture of Hirono area. that Hirono area is close to a nuclear power plant, and it's highly contaminated. Therefore, the railway is covered with wild weeds, and the line is no longer being used. However, JR, the Japanese railway, they demanded, I think it was probably last year, to JR workers that they need to clean the train. Train was left over there ever since the incident, and they demanded to clean the train and fix it. So the workers there were they went to strike and refused to do it. So it's some of the workers fighting. That district there is, I think, it's in the district of their maintenance area, but some workers are fighting to refuse the government's demand. But then it's obviously it's not enough. Now I want to also mention about Prime Minister Khan. When the Khan said he guaranteed that Tokyo is safe when we have Olympics. However, when NHK, one of the government-funded TV station, when NHK interviewed the people in the Fukushima, all the interviewees are, saying that it's got to be a joke. They didn't agree with the Khan's opinion at all, and those people knew that it's highly contaminated. So it's going to take a lot of, I think, effort, and although we're here so far away and doing the once a month of action, however, I think it's very important that we continue to resist what the government public face and saying that it's safe, but it's not safe at all. It's all highly contaminated. I mentioned that a few months ago that when I went to Japan, and only a few minutes, I was lightly rained on my head and the shoulder got rained wet. And right after I went to the Geiger counter center where they measured the radiation, and my lower body was less than normal, whatever the counter is, 27, 28. But on the head and the shoulder was 31, 32. Count was the number was high, and the woman who was measuring me was, it's a little high. And it was only right after I get to Fukushima Station, and a few minutes outside the videotape, front of the Fukushima Station has a Geiger counter, what's called it, shows how many seabirds right now. But that was only a few minutes, and when I get the wind, then that was higher. So just imagine the people living there every day, often for, they may have to get the wind, or, even in the atmosphere, they have to breathe, and they are highly contaminated. And the children, effect on the children is very strong, I believe. So it's, it's very important that the children have to be evacuated, and especially, and all the measures that the government has to take to secure the safety, which, every day we hear the news that very, it's so depressed to hear those news, leakage and everything. I don't know what's going to happen in Japan. I'm so pessimistic, but we have to continue to do pressure to the Japanese government to do something to stop this disaster for the Japanese people. Thank you.
So it's just like a couple of days ago, 福島原発国際団 which brought to the court for the criminal responsibility, which named some prime minister and then many executives of the TEPCO. A couple of days ago, the court gave the judgment that they are not guilty. 46 all people are not guilty. But you remember the parliament report, parliament report of the accident concluded this Fukushima accident is man-made disaster. Then why nobody is not responsible? The Khan is accused for the delaying the information, but he is also innocent, not guilty. They could prevent this accident if they did more thorough safety check before the earthquake, before 2011. But they are so colluded to the government and the industry, and then the NRC couldn't prevent, it's not the atmosphere to prevent this accident, but those people are clearly criminal. They should be put in the jail right now, I think. Also, as you know, that $10 billion are already put aside for the budget for the Olympics, include $4.5 billion to make a new stadium. But still so many people are living temporary housing right now. How about to build new houses for these people? I really can't understand. And this is a laptop. We're gonna see you again for the next month, 11th, and then the October 18th, the Shimoji Masaki, Osaka's assistant professor, come in Japan, and they had a panel discussion in Berkeley. And then October 19th, Saturday, he and then Robert Gold and then some more people have educational conference. So please join again. Thank you so much. Shut down all nukes. Shut down all nukes. Shut down all nukes.
Shut down all this.
Shut down all nukes.
Shut down all this.
再稼働反対。再稼働反対。原発反対。原発反対。原発